Hey everyone, and welcome back to Skyrim. Today I'm going to be doing a top 10 list on my favorite custom voice acted followers. Now I won't be including followers such as Valfar, Tanya, Selene, or others like this that have custom dialogue, but not custom voice acting, because that's a bit contradictory to what the actual list is. Now I also won't be including any followers that natively don't speak English. Some people don't enjoy them, some people do, so I thought it best to just make a separate list, so everyone's happy with that. Now with that out of the way, let's get started with number 10. Coming in at number 10 is Female Cicero by Alan the Great, voice acted excellently by Lana McAwesome. Now I thought this deserved the number 10 spot strictly because of the voice acting itself. It manages to subtly capture the essence of Cicero, and what I mean by that is while you talk to her, there's just something off about her voice that you can't really put your finger on. I'll let you have a listen.
She's quite dead. Go to the farm. The Lorius farm. Just over there, off the road. Talk to Lorius. He has tools. He can help me, but he won't. He refuses. Convince Lorius to fix my wheel. Do that, and poor Cicero will reward you with coin. Gleamy, shiny coin.
Coming in at number 9 on our list is Dragon Follower Followcar by Biff Techie. He can be found just across the bridge at Dragon Bridge, because dragon things. He comes in 2 customizable colors, Yul, which is fire, and Foe, which is frost. Depending on which one you choose, it changes which element he uses in combat.
Dovahkiin? Los Tolkio? A Dova can carry anything.
Now, as you just heard, his voice acting is extremely well done. It sounds like it should be in the game vanilla, and that's one of the things I love so much about this follower. That and the attention to detail that the mod author put in, everything from actually learning dragon words for his follower, to having his follower have a tome in his bag so you can change him into an actual human if you so choose to go dungeon diving with him. It just seems extremely well thought out. Now, probably the greatest thing about this follower is the fact that it is a dragon. It doesn't fight like a human would unless he's in human form. While in dragon form, he flies around and breathes death upon your enemies from the sky. And even though he's using frost, he still just melted a Spriggan. Speaking of dragons, because I don't know how to segue properly, coming in at number 8 is Mirai, the Girl with the Dragon Heart by Kale IDX.
You don't know anything about this house.
No one cares about that house. And as you can see, she can be found in Markarth.
I just don't understand. Where else could they be?
I'm sorry, Mirai, but I really don't know where else to look. I think we should start considering that maybe they aren't in Skyrim.
What? That doesn't even make any sense. Why else would they tell me to come here?
Mirai is part of a larger quest mod that is excellently voice acted and has quite a bit of humor thrown in. I don't want to spoil much of it, but it is definitely worth a playthrough, especially if you like the whole girl being shorter than you, and acting like she hates you at the beginning and then ends up liking you towards the end. In combat, Mirai handles very similar to how she did before the latest patch, being she uses frost destruction magic and casts alteration spells on herself. She used to summon a frost familiar wolf to her side. She doesn't seem to do that anymore, or maybe the enemies aren't hard enough for her to do that. She normally has a glass dagger, but right now she's punching people. Did she just squeak? Huh. Next up at number 7 is Kasha from Deception Mates 2 by Enter77. She can be found inside of Jonestead, right in between Iverstead and Riften. Now, just like Mirai, she's part of a very large quest mod, almost a DLC-sized one, and I definitely recommend playing this one as well. A unique thing about Kasha is the fact that she has a romance and friendship system built in, and you'll get points in either one, depending on the dialogue options that you choose. Now, this isn't as difficult as a traditional RPG where you kind of have to guess what you have to choose. It's actually quite easy. You'll be able to tell what she wants you to say.
How did it go? Well, I guess that's what happened when it comes from a frequent customer. I'm just thinking. I can't help but feel mesmerized by the majesty of this world. And yet so sad that I have to go back under my rock for gods know how long until I can see it again.
In combat, Kasha runs away. She begins to fight later down in the questline once you recruit her into the guild or faction that is in this quest. Once again, I don't want to spoil anything, but until she does begin to fight, she is your maid. So that counts for something, right? Coming in at number 6 is Hoth by Hoth Trooper 44. He can be found inside the Moorside Inn in Morthal. In combat, he uses his two-handed custom weapon, both his weapon and his armor are all custom to him, and once you recruit him as a follower, you can ask him about them. They each have their own unique backstory. Now, an interesting fact about Hoth is he actually acts as a Radiant quest giver.
Dragonborn, huh? Is this the part where I make a joke about your mom? Well, what do you want? My armor, huh? Alright, what do you want to know?
So if you're looking for some more Radiant quests, or maybe just a lighthearted companion to travel with, I strongly recommend checking out Hoth. Next up, at number 5, we have Vilya in the infamous Bannered Mare.
Let me know if you need anything.
Have you by any chance seen a huge drunk Nord and a filthy little wood elf bastard?
After a short conversation with Vilya, she's going to send you over to the
Damn
Hunting Brood
thing is
meadery to retrieve her
cursed.
bottle.
It actually talked to me. Cursed me.
Jen. But, first there's something I need to ask. Tell me, have we met before? You seem so, familiar.
After you hand her the bottle, you can roleplay as the hero of Kvatch or not, depending if you wish to or not. Now there's just too much depth to this follower to cover in a single video. She is the most fleshed out character there is and probably ever will be for Skyrim. If you haven't tested her out yet, I strongly recommend that you do, because anything from healing to tanking to being a mage to being a rogue to riding a horse even if you don't have convenient horses, she can do it all.
Good idea.
Now if you're inside of an inn, you'll have the option to give her alcohol, which is perfect if you're trying to practice how to improve your game. I just recommend not taking the I'm sorry option. You go up to someone holding a bottle of meat and you just say I'm sorry. You're not prepared for how much game that is, especially if you start sweating nervously. You'll look just like a scared puppy, and who doesn't like scared puppies? Or puppies of any variety.
Force one a bunch of men. The
This
Lara
is
Farm
actually
should
quite
hunt down
fun.
those troublemakers. It killed them.
Is that a mammoth tusk back there? I think it is. I'm gonna give this to your soul though.
What's the
I'll
matter?
have to kill a mammoth on this playthrough.
It's fun, I swear.
If it's the lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere.
At number 4 we have
Looking very
Recorder
heroic
by
today.
Pot-tastic
Off to kill more
Panda.
bandits and monsters, I presume? Got a kind of new green tunic, pointy hat, master sword. Where is that file? Ugh, that is the last time I'm riding the chocobo. Damn thing messed my files up. Or did I leave them on the airship? Wait, that can't be... Oh, hello. Phew, thank God you're not a small fairy. Consider it
As you
done.
just heard, she has some fourth wall breaking dialogue, as well as some dialogue that shows her more eccentric side in combat. The first time I actually heard it, I lost it. I thought it was extremely funny. One second she's talking about she needs to take a break for some
It'll
sweet
be
rolls, the
easier for
next
the
second
skaters
she's
to clean up your mess.
madly laughing, almost psychotically. But if you like a strange dichotomy between sweet and sadistic, or just humor, then this is a perfect mod for you. I'll leave you with some more of her unique dialogue, based on certain areas.
Well, besides being straight up rude and then stealing some of my files for her entertainment, she called me a crazy milk drinker. Well, you know what? I am a milk drinker. And I'll drink all this milk, grow super duper tall and strong, and squash you like a little bug, you insolent little... Sorry, I just get carried away. Don't worry, I'll resist my urges to punch her. As much as I hate her, I hate being in jail even more.
At number 3 we have Bruce Hamar by Trainwiz. You need to go down to Blackreach in order to find him. I'm at the very back of Blackreach. You can see in relation to the yellow orb over there that you yell at in the Falmer prison to summon a dragon.
It's been a long time since anyone's come down to Blackreach. Are you here for the Crimson Nerd Route? If you are, trust me, you shouldn't bother. The reward for that quest is crap anyways. Or maybe you're here for the Elder Scroll. Probably not, it's only worth 2,000 gold, which is completely stupid. In my day, we had to fight a giant mechanical lich to get our Elder Scrolls, and you know what? It was actually worth something. Other than that, there's nothing worthwhile in Blackreach. Not unless you've installed Morrolut or Dweema Spectres, which you probably haven't. So, conclusively, the only thing you could...
Did you
In combat, Bruce is a bit overpowered, but to be quite honest, you wouldn't be downloading him to have him just be a normal follower, or fit into the game normally. You'd be downloading him for his obscene questline that comes with him, and just his overall cheeky attitude.
Those little blue dust mites here actually give you cancer. I suggest not breathing if you can.
Now the number 1 and number 2 slot are up to a heavy debate, depending on which follower you feel has a better demeanor to fit you, because they're both very well done, very well voice acted, and have a lot of unique aspects to them.
I'm all ears.
For number 2 I chose Sophia. She's brilliantly voice acted and has a heavy emphasis on humor. Sophia comes with her own unique romance system that essentially is based on how long you've spent with her and how many dungeons and or quests you've done with her. You can also expedite the process by giving her things, but you can't just hand her anything. If you hand her, let's say, a hay bale, a horn, some clay, and a rock, she'll be confused and won't like it. If you hand her some jewels, something rare, a soul gem, she'll enjoy that. And I'll end with some of her location-specific dialogue.
Well, there are not enough bad words to describe Nazim, who is lucky to still be alive. Then there's that kid Braith, who thinks he can get away with anything but forgets that one day she will grow up. The annoying preacher that nobody listens to. Also some slimeball called Balathor who runs the general store and frequently sells his family members to the lowest bidder. Then there's the alchemy woman, who has pronounced me dead several times to flog her overpriced wares. And some cheap tart at the market who sells a body to every man in Whiterun. Did I miss anyone?
I know I must die. Beware, though. My newfound honor. I am honored you want my opinion. Okay. I will list some of your attributes. Here we go.
And ending the list of number 1, we have Inigo by Smart Blue Cat. He can be recruited at the Riften jail. Now there's just something about Inigo's demeanor that makes me feel like my game's actually alive.
Unlike me.
I haven't played a single playthrough since I discovered him without first installing Inigo and running all the way to Riften and recruiting him before I even started Bleak Falls Sparrow. Inigo can do a multitude of different things, like most of the custom followers on this list, but probably the most unique to Inigo is he can give you feedback on how you're doing in your current playthrough. You can do this by sitting down at a bar, a tavern, or inn with him and asking him to give you a progress report.
Want out of a conversation. You are probably influencing me right now. You are strong, free, and single. You are a precise killing machine with one-handed weapons. You are almost as skilled as me. You saved everyone from a giant world-eating dragon, so that's good. You are self-conscious about your face. I do not know why. You are stunning. Let's see. Two-handed weapons do not seem to suit you. I feel the same way. They are heavy and cumbersome. You are not into politics. More often than not, you are polite and sincere. You do not seem to be practiced in the art of stealth yet. You are quite well read. You like to haul around random useless items for some reason. You are not a good archer. Do not worry, I will take care of that side of things. Now, how do I conclude? You are becoming a first-rate adventurer, my friend. Good thing too. There are still many dangers you are yet to be tested against. That is that. I hope you enjoyed my insight.
If you're looking for a friend to travel around Skyrim with, or maybe just sharing your adventures, I truly believe that Inigo is the best option for you. But anyways, I'm interested in seeing your opinion on what your favorite top 10 custom voice acted followers are. So go ahead and leave that in the comment section below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want some more content like this. But regardless of that, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you later.